When Befekadu Abitew saw Winnipeg Police Patrol Sgt Jeffrey Norman park his SUV outside Kokeb restaurant on Edmonton Street this past February, he immediately grabbed his cell phone and started recording. Then he went outside and told Ayele Abaya to move his car because he suspected what would happen next. Abitew says for months he believed Norman targeted the back lane next to the Ethiopian restaurant, ticketing people who illegally parked there.
He's always there, hunting purposely to find if someone is parking in the back lane.
But on this day, what should have been a simple parking ticket ended up with Abaya and his friend Tamerat Sisay getting arrested. Abaya was driving for Uber that day when he says he had the urgent need to use the bathroom. So he parked his car in the back lane and ran into a nearby convenience store. When he came out, he saw Sisay and stopped to say hi. But when he went back to his car, Norman approached and asked for his driver's license.
I said, "Hi, officer. Have I committed any crime?" And then I try and explain, but he wasn't willing to listen to my story. And he said, "I need to see your ID." And then I asked him, "Is this a crime scene? I don't see a police tape. I don't see a crime."
Sisay and Abitew were mouthing off to Norman during the incident, and at one point, he asked them to move away.
Yeah,
Please, move over there.
I have a right
You
to
can
stay.
continue. No, you do have a right, but you don't have the right to interfere with.
I am
We
not
didn't
interfere.
interfere.
I am not
So move
interfere.
over there,
I am
please.
not interfere.
Okay, then
Yeah,
alright.
take it
Move
off,
over there,
Fernando.
please. Continue recording, but move over there.
The men didn't move. Norman called for backup. Then he arrested Abaya for not handing over his license and came back to arrest Sisay. Both were told they had obstructed a police officer. Norman also seized Abitew's phone for evidence. Abitew says the men weren't doing anything wrong and were just frustrated with what they feel is Norman targeting their community.
He just feels like he's very powerful in that uniform. He forgot that the responsibility that he carries with that uniform. I'm sure there are very good police officers who are doing their job to protect and make this community safe. By him, he has to stop.
Winnipeg police say the operator of the garbage truck flagged down Norman because they couldn't access the bin in the back lane, and that's why he was in the area. But the men say it doesn't explain the other times Norman stopped by to ticket food delivery drivers who also parked in the same spot.
I'm here in free country, supposed to be free country. I'm here. He's going to be personally attacking our community.
Norman has been sued 10 times dating back to 2005. The allegations ranging from assault and wrongful arrest to unnecessary use of a taser. Brandon Trask is an assistant professor at the Faculty of Law at the University of Manitoba, who used to be a Crown attorney in Nova Scotia. He says Winnipeg police need to do more to address concerns about Norman.
This in isolation, probably realistically wouldn't lead to anything, but this in tandem with all of the other allegations and all of the other legal actions involving Jeffrey Norman, I think at some point somebody at the Winnipeg Police Service has to stop and ask, is this who we want representing us as an agency, right? Is this somebody we want as a public face of our allegedly community building policing agency?
Abaya and Sisay were processed and detained, then released 4 hours later on a promise to appear in court. The Crown ended up not authorizing the charges, but the whole ordeal left them traumatized.
I was confused, to be honest with you. I did not know what was going on. Never in my life dreamed this will happen to me in Canada.
After 5 months, Abitew finally got his phone back. He has since filed a complaint with the Law Enforcement Review Agency, but has no faith they'll do anything about Norman. Caroline Bargood, CBC News, Winnipeg.